Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the wonderful, the amazing Renaissance artist Leonardo da Vinci. Now many of you probably know who Leonardo da Vinci is. He's a phenomenal painter, most well known for his pieces The Last Supper and that lady with the enigmatic smile, the Mona Lisa. Now, besides being an amazing painter and ahead of his time, he was also a scientist. Not just any scientist, he studied all sorts of things: anatomy, botany, he made his own inventions. He would fill pages and pages, thousands of pages, just of notes and sketches and things that he had ideas for. He was a constant thinker and he wanted to know everything there was to know. He was constantly learning. He saw that there was no division between science and art, that they were both two intermeshed things. Now, some of his inventions, he was also ahead of his time. One of the things he had was a sketch for an airplane. He also had an idea for what would later possibly become a helicopter. Now remember that he is doing this during the Renaissance, so he was very well ahead of his time. Also, he would study all the things that were around him in the world. He felt like the eye was the most important organ in the body, that whatever you could view, you could study it. So on top of all of these written entries that he had in his journal, he had sketches of things that he would find just around him. He had a fascination with water, all the shapes and the power of it. He also would draw just the smallest things like insects, flowers, various plants, even the neighbor's cat, everything. He found everything fascinating and he wanted to learn about it. So today we're going to do something similar to what Leonardo da Vinci did. We're going to do some sketches of real life. So here's the things you're going to need for our project. You're going to need a piece of paper, preferably white, but if you have something light, that'll work too. It can be construction paper, printer paper, drawing paper, whatever you have. An eraser, a pencil, and something from outside. So in this case, I'm going to be doing an ivy leaf that I found in my neighbor's yard. You can do any sorts of cuttings, maybe something between the size of like 6 to 7 inches. Nothing too big, but also nothing too small. So once you have all of the objects you need gathered, just pause the video, get everything, and join me at the drawing table. Hi again, everyone. I hope you have all of your things ready to go. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to take whatever plant that you have and you're going to place it onto your paper like that. And then you're going to take your pencil and you're going to lightly just sort of trace around it, so that you have the shape of your plant. Just lightly though, remember, don't press too hard because you're going to be going back over all of this later. And I'm just going to draw on one side of the stem there. So now you see I have sort of the shape of my ivy leaf. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go in and sketch all of the little details that you see inside the leaf. So I'm going to go a little bit darker here so I can see it better. So I can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to start with just doing this piece first. And also make sure you're doing this fairly light, so you're going to go in darker later. And I always start, if I'm doing a leaf, I start with the vein right in the middle, and mine has 2 extra veins right here, so I'm going to do it like that. Now you're probably drawing something completely different from mine, so just do whatever works best for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw some more of the veining. And also feel free at any time, if I am moving too fast for you, feel free to pause your video so that you can catch up. Now that I've sort of got some main veining in there, what I'm going to do is you can start choosing areas that seem a little bit darker to you, and you can draw those in just a little bit darker. Now with the younger students, if you have someone who's TK to second grade, you're probably going to stop about here. You're just going to do the sketch part. For all of the older students, if you want to continue, we will start doing shading. If you are unfamiliar shading, what that is you basically start dark like this, and then a little bit lighter, and a little bit lighter, and a little bit lighter. And that's essentially how you do shading. So if you see some areas that you want to do a little bit darker, and then do a little bit lighter, do some shading in there, you can do that. See how I'm going darker like that, then a little bit lighter underneath. And this is something you can just keep practicing at. If you don't like the one that you do today, you can always go and get another clipping of something else and just keep practicing, just like Leonardo da Vinci did. Well, I think you guys basically get the idea of what I'm doing, so I'm going to stop right here. You guys go ahead and complete your leaves. Hello again, everyone. So this is how my final product came out. I'm sure yours all came out amazing. I'm so grateful that you were able to spend some time with me today and watch this video. So thank you for watching. Stay creative and have fun, guys.